In this video, we look at 7 steps to make a sale before you actually make a sale. So this is all about pre-game before you book a consultation. There's some important things in here to make sure that you get more people turning up, a better quality of lead turning up, and one thing that really gets on trainers' nerves, less cancellations, less no-shows for your consults. So listen to these 7 steps and put them into practice. Okay, so step 1, when you are booking the consultation, you want to check a couple of things. First of all, have you got enough rapport? So step 1, have you got enough rapport in order to book this consult? And a good way to check that, we give people a simple way of doing this. 3 things that you know about the person that are interesting, that took effort to find out, that have nothing to do with health and fitness. Could be their job, could be their friends and family, could be where they're from, could be a hobby or a passion, could be they love dogs, whatever, right? You have to know some stuff about this person that takes effort to find out. That tells you that they like you and they're starting to want to spend more time with you. Therefore, you're likely to get a good result when you try and start asking them specific questions about their fitness. Second part of that step 1, when you're booking the consult, is use their language. So we don't tend to use the word consultation very often. Quite often what we'll do is we'll listen to the person's problem, listen to the challenge that they're having, and try and match a solution back to them. So give them some advice and offer to spend some time with them to help them solve that problem. So for example, it might be that somebody says, I'm really struggling to know which exercises to use in the gym and I want to lose some weight, but I don't really know my way around the gym. Our solution to that would be, on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, I've got some time. Do you want to come in? And I'll spend some time with you looking at solutions to find better exercises for you in the gym, more structure to help you get to your fat loss goal. Does that sound good? So we're not using the word consultation, we're solving the client's problem. Step 2, once you've booked the consultation, you need to set the expectations. And what I mean here is we need to set the person at ease before they ever step foot in the building. So we're gonna pick up the phone, give them a call well before the consultation, so 2 or 3 days in advance, and we're going to make sure the person feels at ease. Think of things that they are going to want to know. So they're going to want to know, what do I have to wear? What do I have to bring? What's going to happen in the session? Where am I going to meet you? Do I need to be there 5 minutes early? All these kinds of things are the questions that will be running through the person's head, and quite often they're the reason why they won't show up, because they're so worried about the answers to these questions. We always prefer a phone call with this. I know that you could email it or you could auto-respond it, but this is a sale you're trying to make, so I would recommend that you pick up the phone and do this as a call. Third step in this process, think about the environment you're going to bring somebody into. Again, carrying on the theme of making them feel comfortable, making them feel at ease. You want this person to open up. So quite informal areas. So a cafe area within a commercial gym is a great shout. Make sure the chairs are angled 45 degrees rather than directly facing each other. That never goes down well. And, make it a comfortable environment where people can relax and be themselves, but also have some privacy. So probably not so close to other people so that everybody can overhear your conversation. So step 3, set the environment. Fourth step, what do you need to prepare as a coach? So this is going to involve things like, we call these 1%ers, your uniform, the cleanliness of your trainers, your grooming. I know these sound like trivial things, but believe me, they might matter to the person coming in to see you. So just take care of it in advance. Prepare things like your supporting documents, your consultation form. Do you have any testimonials of people who are quite like this person that would be good for them to see to help them overcome doubt? Have you got a pen? Again, it sounds simple, but little mistakes or little 1% errors here and there, they all add up to mean that your consult might fail. So just take care of them, prepare them in advance, walk in there feeling $1,000,000. Step 5 next, and this is when the person is actually coming in to meet you. What does that first 5 minutes look like? Well, obviously you're going to be very visible, organized to meet them somewhere where they can see you and it's easy for them to come up and meet you in person. First few minutes, all you're going to do is build more rapport. The common mistake we see here is people attack the consultation straight away, and this relationship that you've been building up to be friendly, all of a sudden is like a doctor and a patient. Calm down, ask them a few questions about how their weekend was, ask them how their travel in was, ask them how their kid's birthday at the weekend was. Whatever you remember, these little details, just build upon it and build more rapport. Then we're going to go into some very specific areas. But the first one you're going to do is you're going to sit them down in the area where you want to sit. You're going to give them a really simple data capture sheet, and that's going to have things like email, phone number, what's their job, and just get them to fill that out. Now then you disappear and go and get them a drink or get yourself a drink, just to give them a couple of minutes to chill on their own. So just repeating those again, some more rapport building questions in the first few minutes, sit them down, give them a sheet to fill out, disappear, let them relax. Step 6, so once they're nice and chilled, we're going to go into what we call the core story. Now the core story is 3 parts. First part is you're going to tell them a bit about your brand. Everybody needs to see that somebody has a brand these days. They need to trust your brand. And if you haven't got one, you need to build it. And when you're talking about your brand, you want to give them things that are going to give them confidence that you're not just a pop-up business, you're here to stay, you're really committed to what you do. So things like, how many testimonials have you got? How many years have you been in business? You know, why does the business exist? Why are you passionate about this business? That's going to be step 1 of your core story. Step 2 is you're going to tell them a bit about yourself. Now, if qualifications and things like that are relevant here, or experience, fine. But a lot of the time it isn't. Most of our PT clients are Joe Public, and they kind of assume that you're qualified. So what you want to say here is, what are you passionate about? Why did you get into this? Why are you a personal trainer? Why do you want to help people? Maybe relate a bit of your journey to them as well, so that when you open up to them, they're more likely to open up back to you. So this is about showing them why you do what you do, not how you do it. And the last part in this core story is just to ask them to open up a little bit more themselves as well. So you're going to ask them, tell me a little bit more about why we're here. I know we're here to solve a problem, but give me a little bit more information about why you've given up your valuable time today to come and share that with me and hopefully find some solutions. Because you've opened up a little bit with them, they're much more likely to then give you more information. Your job there is to sit back and listen. This should be about 5 minutes or so to listen to what they've got to say. Step 7, you're then good to go. Once you've listened to their extra information, you're going to set up the rest of the consultation by saying, right, okay, we're here to sort out your fat loss exercises or blah, 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 blah. Before we do that, I'm just going to go into some more questions to help us get the best out of today's session. Does that sound good? You're then going to set up the questions, which will be in our next YouTube video, which will be all about building a solid emotional case. But you're going to pre-frame that with that one last question in step 7. And that is your 7 steps before you make a sale to help you make sales. Hope that's enjoyable. Hope that's got some valuable content for you. And by the way, that whole process that I've just been through there should take about the first 5 to 10 minutes of the consultation. So it shouldn't be too long. So go back over them 7 steps again. Write down your process. Make sure you implement that into your consultations today.